Hello, welcome to another edition of The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's edition of The Road Back is sponsored by Texicraft, a leader in outdoor commercial furniture market since 1975 and a trusted and a reliable source for thousands of customers from resorts to country clubs and more. Texicraft's product line includes a wide range of outdoor furniture products, including extruded aluminum, high-quality resin wicker, umbrellas, outdoor cushions, and hundreds of fabrics. They even offer outdoor games like cornhole and ping pong. Visit Texicraft.com to learn more. For today's fresh insight into how club and resort properties are meeting the challenges posed by the coronavirus pandemic and finding new and innovative ways to boost business levels and start their return to full operation, we're talking with Judy Higgins, General Manager of Valley Low Club in Glenview, Illinois. Judy, welcome to the show.
Hi, Rob. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for having me. It's an honor to be on Club and Resort Business with you today.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, you host, and I know this because we just did an article, I'm actually writing it as we speak, a robust junior summer program. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. So our program started in the mid-'70s. A group of moms got together, wanted to run a summer camp for their children. Valley Low has a 28-acre private lake and beach, along with a par 3 golf course, 18 holes, tennis, platform tennis. And the moms back in the 70s, wanted the kids to experience all of these fun activities here while they were able to enjoy the club, together as a group, right? So it started, I think there was probably about 30 children in the program, and we have grown tremendously. We peaked at about 407 children 2 years ago. And much like the schools, we ebb and flow with populations. So this year we were just over 310 or just at 310 enrollments prior to the pandemic. Our enrollment happens actually in January. So the camp runs Tuesday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Children are grouped with their gender and grade and assigned counselors. So we typically have 14 groups, 2nd grade through 8th grade, boys and girls. And, we offer about 14 different activities here at the club, and they participate in about 5 every day. So, and no 2 days are alike for them. So they could go to the beach and fishing and, archery or golf and platform tennis. So it's quite a program, and really has grown over the last, 30, 40 years.
Those numbers are really impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd mentioned the pandemic. What changes did you have to make? Then you had to kind of shift on the fly, obviously, when the pandemic hit. What changes did you make?
Absolutely. So we belong to the American Camp Association, and our camp is actually an accredited camp through that association, which means, they have a tremendous amount of standards and guidelines that to become accredited, you need to follow. So our camp director quickly got online with her peers and that association, and they started putting guidelines together right away. So it just so happens, the state of Illinois, so, camp here falls under the Illinois Department of Public Health, and they too were working on guidelines, but the ACA actually, their guidelines came in first. So we saw that what they were recommending was small groups, static groups. So groups of 10, including the counselors. So for us, what we had to do was actually, instead of offering camp to, have all the 2nd grade girls together, all the 2nd grade boys together, we actually had to say, okay, there's going to be 8 2nd grade boys together with the 2 counselors. And then we had to see, had another 2nd grade boys group together and so on and so forth. So it became challenging to fit everybody into a group with such a small group, because we have to keep these groups separate from one another. We had to put them in what they called zones. And this led us to make the decision of just having camp 2 days a week for second. We actually added first grade this year. So first grade through fourth grade are coming to the club on Wednesday, Friday. And then our fifth through eighth graders are coming on Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. So this way, our groups are static, they're small, and each group stays in their zone, and they transfer to another zone after 45 minutes. So, and we shortened the camp hours down. So instead of coming at 8:30 and leaving at 1:30, it's from 8:30 to about 12:15. And so, parents were just so excited that we were going to offer something for their kids, right? Because they have been home since probably the end of March, and just craving for activities and outdoors and friends, right? So they're like, whatever you can give us, we'll take it. And this is really what we were able to come up with. And we worked with our committee and followed all the guidelines. And week one, this week, it's going great. Except for the rain today. That was one of the other items we had to figure out. If it were to rain, what do we do with, potentially 145 children and, 30 counselors? So this morning, at 6 a.m., my camp director calls and said, listen, it's going to look like rain through, noon today. And we decided in advance that we would cancel camp, because to bring all these kids inside the building and keep them social, distance away from another group is just impossible. So it's been great. It's been challenging. Instead of doing buffet lunches, we're doing boxed lunches, picnic style, which quite frankly, everyone's enjoying. When you are forced to make change, sometimes good comes from it. So this was one of the items that the staff and the campers seem to really enjoy, is having a picnic lunch outside.
That's terrific. Hey, what do you think of anything that you've initiated for this year because of the pandemic that you might carry over then into 2021, 2022 going forward?
Woo! That's a tough one.
Early to say?
Well, honestly, I think we will definitely look at the lunch, how we, handle lunch service, because in years past, we've always brought the children into the main dining room and had buffet service, 3 times throughout camp. And this takes away the members' ability to actually use the main dining room for an event, or and the wear and tear even. So it really has cut down on waste for food, and we probably will definitely look at moving to a boxed picnic lunch in years to come. And it's not just a sandwich. It's, the first day was mac and cheese and chicken fingers, the number one lunch of camp here at Valley Low. So
count me in.
Yeah, right? Everyone was super excited. I do think, though, that we will go back to the normal 4-day week, and also the time from 8:30 to 1:30. It seems to work for our families here. And the reason I shortened the day for the, post, the pandemic is because, we're not allowing anybody, any other members on our beach while we're running camp. So, at noon, I'm like, we need to give the club back to the members, all the members, so they can enjoy the facilities.
Sure.
And it's been good. Certainly not where we want to be, but this is where we need to be at this day and time. So
we got to keep flattening that curve.
Absolutely.
Or re-flattening it now at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll get you out on this one. Lessons learned, and perhaps some advice for some of your colleagues that are either looking to bring youth programs back or initiate them at their club.
Sure. It definitely takes commitment and certainly buy-in from the membership. We do work, with the 18-hole ladies league on Wednesdays. Typically, we would send our middle school children off on field trips on Wednesdays so they can enjoy the golf course. This year, they've been so wonderful, and they're coming out earlier in the morning to play the back nine first, and then, leaving the back nine available for the campers starting at 8:30. So it takes the entire club and membership to really embrace the program, because for here at Valley Low, we do use every bit of the property. So I'm fortunate, like I said, to have a 28-acre lake, which provides a lot of activities with boating and fishing and sailing, stand-up paddle boards, all kinds of fun out there. And so my advice to others is, start small. Start small. See what you can do. There's certainly areas where you can create an activity. Arts and crafts can certainly take place anywhere in the club. I mean, our older boys love to play cards, so they're teaching them all kinds of card games. And certainly most clubs have golf and tennis and maybe even platforms. So if you can squeeze out about a 45-minute day or time frame and just kind of group those together, I'd say go for it. It's been a big value for our members to belong to our club and also have camp here for their children as well.
Terrific. Judy, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching. Again, thank you to Texacraft for sponsoring this edition of The Road Back. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode, please contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com.